Kriya Yog is designed in such a way that it actually not only activates your body's energy systems, but it also helps you to rise your awakening awareness or Chitta Shakti or Kundalini or snake power, serpent power. Your patrata is your inner hunger.
And what should be that hunger about?
To know that what is life and how do I fix myself. If we define the different stages of Kriya, ultimate purpose of Kriya Yog is connect you as a Jivatma, right, to the Supreme, which is a Paramatma.
Guruji, so many of the viewers, they would somewhere think that, so much of the information is available on the internet these days. I would see a YouTube video, where a guru is telling me how to get initiated into Kriya Yog. For these people only, I'm asking this. What is the bigger importance of having a guru when it comes to Kriya Yog?
Learning from the YouTube Mataji or Google Babaji is a Mrit Kriya. It will not take you anywhere. In fact, practice of Kriya without the master will give you more ahankar and ego satisfaction.
Absolutely.
So by Kriya Yoga, when you get into the contemplation under the guidance of the master, you're going to release the past. That means you are not you're not ready to spend your precious life force energy for something you cannot fix. So you remove your conscious level from the past instance and that becomes neutral. Immediately the plug gets resolved and now you start conserving your energy. As soon as you plug all the leakage points, you start conserving. People talk about negativity. I want to release that. You can't release the memory of the past. There is no delete button that you can erase the past memory, but you can erase the painful emotions and memories stuck to that incident. The more desperate I become from inside, the more weaker and helpless I feel. The more weaker and helpless I feel, the more desperate efforts I make. Babaji says, anyone who calls my name from the heart, Babaji, I listen.
Hi everyone, a very warm welcome on the show and I'm your host Rangoli Sharma. Before starting this podcast, do let me know from which part of the world you're watching this discussion. I'm sure that today's podcast will be an eye-opening podcast for you when it comes to Kriya Yog. Now, Kriya Yog is a technique of God realization. If you feel that now has the time arrived in your life to go after Kriya Yog, if it calls you, how should you start? Where should the journey begin? If you ask yourself these questions, I've made sure that you get all your answers about Kriya Yog in today's podcast. What will be the transformation in your life after you go for Kriya Yog? What will be the bigger changes? How it will transform you? We've covered all these deeper aspects of Kriya Yog in today's discussion. So if you like to know about Kriya Yog, if you want to make it a regular part of your life, if you want to attain that God realization, if you follow Paramhansa Yogananda, if you like to follow the ideals, the values of Mahavtar Babaji, I'm sure this is the podcast for you. And by the end of this discussion, you would feel the mysticism inside you as much as I did. And for this wonderful discussion, a modern spiritual teacher, a Himalayan yogi, has joined me. And when I talk about him, he is often associated with Kriya Yog himself. I would like to welcome Yogi Aikam Aikoham Nath on Speaking Tree. Guruji, a very warm welcome on the show. Such a pleasure to be back with you again.
Har Har Mahadev. Thank you for having me here once again, Rangoliji.
How have you been?
Absolutely fantastic.
And I can assure you that the previous podcast that we both completed together, It reached to so many people, and people loved the way you shared your knowledge, your voice, your aura. It's so relatable when I see all the comments and people say, call him again. And here we are, meeting again.
Divine grace of Babaji.
Guruji, it's such a pleasure that, today while I'm sitting here with you, it would be an injustice if I do not explore Kriya Yog with you. My intention with today's podcast is no matter any person, even after 10 years, they open this podcast, they watch this podcast. I would love this podcast to be an initiator for them into Kriya Yog. It makes them understand the depths of Kriya Yog. So let's say for somebody who is not introduced to the word Kriya Yog itself, I would begin for them only. What is exactly Kriya Yog? If I understand from a beginner's perspective.
If someone who belongs to any caste or culture or creed and they have certain different belief systems and different modus operandi of their own religions or belief systems or culture, and they are searching for something that really makes sense to them, something that they feel completes them, but they don't want to believe any deities or any mantra, right? The only thing they know is that they have a body and they are breathing. Right? For those people, God doesn't exist.
Absolutely.
Kriya Yoga is designed for people who are aware that they are alive and they are breathing. So Kriya Yoga is designed in such a way that it actually not only activates your body's energy systems, but it also helps you to rise your awakening awareness or Chitta Shakti or Kundalini or snake power, serpent power, we call. Okay? And in the process, it helps you to release your past, and also if we release our past, it also makes sure that your future is also secured the way you do the things in the now moment.
Okay.
So, in a nutshell, Kriya Yoga is for everyone. Somebody who's religious, somebody who's not religious, somebody says, I'm very spiritual, somebody says, I have no idea what spirituality is, but I want to find something that makes sense to me. Kriya Yoga is for them. It starts, my youngest student, we just a baby, small baby, 6 months, where I initiated, and immediately this baby was crawling, and as I put the mantra, the baby sat like this. Immediately.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So age doesn't matter. Age is just a number when it comes to Kriya Yoga.
Age does not matter, because obviously we do not know how old the soul is.
Right.
Age is just the number for the bodies.
So Guruji, as you said, that although Kriya Yoga is for everyone, but let's just say I want to understand, or any of my viewer who wants to understand whether I'm made for Kriya Yoga or whether Kriya Yoga would call me. So what would be my patrata, my capability to go after Kriya Yoga? Is it like a journey of many lifetimes?
Your patrata is your inner hunger.
And what should be that hunger about?
To know that what is life and how do I fix myself. If somebody is honest enough to realize that the life is not just about making the money and eating the food. There has to be a bit more sense to the life, a purpose to the life. If anyone who has this much, Kriya Yoga is for them. It's not a big formula for Purushcharanas and mantras and yantras and tantras. Kriya Yoga make your whole body active and alive. So, all you need to bring is your inner hunger. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Kshudha Rupena Sanstita Namastasya 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 Namo Namah. Oh Mother, please activate within me as a divine craving. So I should not stop till I find you and realize you.
Wow.
Hunger can be satiated, but that craving from the soul, it's like fish calling for the water.
Yes, it's ever existing.
Yeah, it's craving. That's what we need. If you have that, you have been embraced by universe.
Wow. So Guruji, how does the process start? Like, where does it begin from?
Very good. See, if we define the different stages of Kriya, ultimate purpose of Kriya Yog is connect you as a Jivatma,
Ji.
right, to the Supreme, which is a Paramatma. That is a unification we are looking, whether through the other ways, mantras and sadhanas and tapas. But Kriya Yog is a unification. So Jivatma is in the body, right? So we are going to address the physical body here in the Kriya Yog. And then within the physical body, we are going to use the breath. Okay? The purpose of the breath is to calm the mind and bring the mind back home. And then we are going to use the Ichha Shakti of the mind to hit the target. Okay. It's like if you want to jump off the ground, you have to stand on the ground. It is the mind that perceives the world. It is the mind that gives you the power to perform something. And the body obeys the command of the mind. Right now, the mind is forcing you to go outside for the pleasures. So we are going to bring the mind back home, okay, by addressing the different sense organs. When the body is settled, when the breath is settled, when the mind is home, then the mind becomes very, very powerful. We are going to use the force of the mind to hit the Brahmarandra, to open the divinity within us. So we are going to, in the Kriya Yoga, we address physical body, we address the breath, we calm the body, okay, and then we detoxify the mind,
okay,
we purify the breath, and then let the nature do the work.
And like Guruji, how many days does it take when you just, initiate with Kriya Yoga? How many days does all these experiences that you're talking about?
Look, it depends on the personal effort of a sadhaka.
Okay.
Okay. For me, my Guruji says one breath is enough. Okay. Now, one breath is enough to connect you from here to there. And that breath has to be, I always say, when people say, Guruji, how long does it take? And I always answer, one honest empty breath.
One honest
empty breath. If you ask your question towards yourself, is my breath honest right now? Is my breath, am I breathing for myself, or there is someone else alive in my breath? Which means if you are breathing and thinking about someone, your breath is not empty. Your breath is not honest. Your honest breath is an effortless breath and complete breath, which is not glued to any other surface of the past or the future, which is independent and it's just for you. And it's empty. It's not carrying any muck from the past.
That's why the detoxification part that you're
That's why the body has to go through detoxification. The mind has to go through the detoxification. Your body can have a psychosomatic memories, which is carrying all the psychic impressions of what happened in the past. And your mind is enormous database and a memory center of all the past that you have lived.
Even all the past lives.
Which we call Sanchit Karmas and Prarabdha Karmas. All that account departments is there in the knowledge body. So that has to be erased or emptied out. So Kriya Yoga addresses all these issues. And once you're empty, then the elimination happens.
Wow, the energy rising. Are there any different levels also to Kriya Yoga?
It's like when Krishna gave the Kriya Yoga sadhana to Arjuna and said, Arjun, I will give you Kriya Yoga 1 now. If you practice for 6 months, then I will give you Kriya Yoga 2.
Yeah.
Or it's not that Mahavtar Babaji when appeared to Lahiri Babaji, say, Lahiri ji, you do Kriya 1 in 1 year, I will give you Kriya 2. No. You see, it depends on the patrata and the capacity of a sadhak. Some sadhaks who want to walk the path, but they are like 10-liter bucket. They can only hold 10 liters of water. Some sadhakas who are like 100 liters of bucket, they can hold 100 liters. So, what Lahiri Babajis and others they did, let's do it for Kriya 1, for example, which means slowly, if you practice this for 6 months or 3 years, you will have capacity little expanded. And when your capacity is expanded, I will give you Kriya 2, so your capacity is more expanded. Sri Yogananda ji jots this down very beautifully in Autobiography of a Yogi, that imagine you are a 50-watt bulb. Imagine somebody is putting 11,000 volt current. What's going to happen to this 50 volts? It's going to explode.
Exactly.
So by gradually practicing Kriya Yoga, you're actually increasing the capacity to hold the energy, or let us say you're unlocking the hidden energy of your cells. Each cell is like 1.5 volts of current, and you have 50 trillion cells. So 50 trillion times 1.5, that's 75 trillion volt of current your body can hold. But right now, you're hardly 10-watt bulb. You need coffee every 2 hours to gain energy. When Yogananda ji went and left his body, then some organizations, they become commercial as well. Okay? In a way, it was the need as well. So, to secure the commerciality for the next 8-9 years, and a lot of you guys are going to write comments, but write comments. But one size doesn't fit all. Let's say the 10 people are initiated in front of me in Kriya 1. But it doesn't mean that all 10 people have the same capacity. Some sadhakas are 1,000-liter buckets. Some sadhaks are 10-liter buckets. All of them cannot be weighed on the same scale. So live master will know that this is a Supatra, so he will tweak the practice a bit. So the growth becomes enormous immediately.
And he won't misuse it, right?
Correct. So with me, we have a personal initiated groups. And I see the sadhak there. If the sadhak is ready, I will give him the next thing which actually increases his expansion. Just yesterday, I was talking to you off camera, I got a message from a New Zealand sadhak who got initiated last year or year and a half. And before I came here, I asked him to practice something different in addition. And within 3 weeks, he messaged me, Guruji, my Kundalini has awakened, it's sitting there, and now the nectar is falling. What's the next step? So I told him the next step. Lot of organizations, students do come, say, Guruji, I have reached to certain levels in my practice after Kriya 1 or Kriya 2 or Kriya 3. Now I have certain more questions. When I reach to my pioneers, they don't have answers for that.
Okay.
So Kriya 1, Kriya 2, Kriya 3 is one way to secure the business. Second way, it also helps the sadhaka to gradually increase the capacity levels. Okay. But someone who's already there doesn't have to wait for 3 years. That's injustice. Right? Someone doesn't have to wait for 9 years, because the sadhana that you are carrying from the past will get activated as well.
Yes, definitely. Guruji.
So that's, if the master is alive, he would know that this person is ready to receive the next level. So immediately this is given to them. So I will see if the sadhak in front of me is an infant soul, or it's an adult soul, or it's an old soul.
Ji.
Based on that, I will take my decisions and I will say, you continue this, or now you add this to it, or tweak this one.
Makes sense.
That's what levels are. Levels are not in the book terms. Levels are in terms of your awareness level that only a live master can see. That's why it's important to have master.
Guruji, so many of the viewers, they would somewhere think that, so much of the information is available on the internet these days. I would see a YouTube video, where a guru is telling me how to get initiated into Kriya Yog. For these people only, I'm asking this. What is the bigger importance of having a guru when it comes to Kriya Yog? Or you can be initiated into Kriya Yog without the need of a guru. Like you can progress into this path on your own research. Is it possible?
You see, let's divide this into a couple of parts. Okay, one is the physical aspect of the Kriya Yog. That some organization, they send the paperwork, say you read the notes and you practice these asanas and you are initiated. That is not initiation. That you are just practicing the molding of your body. The Kriya you learned without the Guru remains a Mrit Kriya. It's a dead Kriya because it's just a mechanical thing. The importance of learning the Kriya from the live master is because you are now, he is giving you an energy injection. The Diksha, the live energy is injected in you. The practice will remain same, but with the life force now. See, body is there. Exactly, right? Even the dead body is there. The difference between the dead body and the live body is pranas, the life force energy.
Yes.
Similarly, your Kundalini, your Chitta Shakti remains at the lower levels.
True.
Guru with his electrical powers, electromagnetical powers, or whatever you want, let's say Shaktipat, transfers that life force in you. And because it's got attraction in there, the Kundalini that is sitting there, it needs the stimulus. So from here, if I'm tapping, okay, so I know where to look for. So somebody is there and in the roof someone is knocking. If the room is completely dark and you want to go out, and you know that I have to go up, but you do not know whether you are standing upside down or you are tilting. You don't know where to go. Somebody knocks, tuck, tuck. Open the little window. Even immediately you will see a fresh rasp of air coming. Okay? And immediately you will start looking up and you want to go up. The Diksha with the live master is opening the door where your completeness is waiting for you to be realized. Learning from the YouTube Mataji or Google Babaji is a Mrit Kriya. It will not take you anywhere. In fact, practice of Kriya without the master will give you more ahankar and ego satisfaction.
More challenges would come into your life.
More challenges, you actually do not know how to ground yourself. And it makes you more delusioned that I can do on my own. Okay? But the Guru will make sure you remain grounded and humble. So I have seen people who are following certain practices, but they have lost touch with their master. So ahankar, the ego, start rising. Humility has been forgotten. So the path started, but one is with a guidance that kept you connected to the ground. We call it as grounding. And one, say, I don't need a master, is now only feeding to the ego and delusion. End will be there. The journey will stop after some time. And with the ahankaras, you know where it's going to take you. It's going to take you further down. So if you want to do something, why not to do it properly?
Exactly. Under the guidance of self.
Exactly. And don't take shortcuts. Go find a live master. There are few live masters in Bharat who have the grace of the divine, who can initiate you in Kriya Yoga. Please find and do it properly.
Right. And Guruji, as they say, when the Shishya is ready, the right Guru will appear into your life.
The right Guru will appear in life. In fact, I will want to little add to your statement. When the Guru is ready, when the student is ready, the master appears. Right? Let us say whatever the vibrational level the student is, that vibrational level Guru appears.
Exactly. That happens in life. And on
Exactly.
different phases in your life, you meet different kind of Gurus.
You want to reach the highest one, you stay in the tratak, and the universe is obliged to manifest the master in your life.
Guruji, what about the changes? Let's just say one has started Kriya Yoga. What about the physical changes? What about the internal, emotional, spiritual, mental changes? It's very important to talk about how would you feel after you get into Kriya Yoga.
Hanji. So first of all, let us say what problems we normally have in life.
Ji.
Okay. Every cell, everything is oxygen and carbon. And I'm going to speak in a scientific language. Everything is like a carbon bonding.
Atoms connected.
And oxygen is there. When we are holding some energy within us, carbon's atomic number is 6.
Yeah.
And it's black in color also. Whereas oxygen is 8. Whenever the energy becomes dense within us, okay, or in other way, when we are not allowing our emotions to flow outward freely, we tend to hold something. In fact, let us say we resist to some changes in our life. Yeah? When we resist the energy and we are not letting it out, like 100% is going in, 100% is not coming out, let's say 80% comes out, that 20% of energy is going to stay within you. When the energy gets accumulated in you, it loses the firepower, it becomes the cooler, it becomes the dense, it tends to settle down. Okay? Which means the carbonization of the body. So by practicing Kriya Yoga, first thing happens is your body goes through the decarbonization. Because the way we do the Kriya, it is going to increase the oxygenation in your body and the brain.
Okay.
Fuel of the rockets is O3, ozone.
Yeah.
Highly inflammable oxygen. It has a life force energy. So the way we practice the Kriya, we increase the oxygenation in the body, which means your blood is purified. Yeah. As well as your body, physicality, matter, it goes into the decarbonization in the body, which means removal of diseases, diseases. And as a result, you are getting healed. Your body is getting healed.
Okay.
So this is about physical body. Then the real culprit is the storehouse of the mind, which really gets cluttered over the time. And over the many lifetimes, because it holds past sanskaras and psychic impressions. So by practicing Kriya Yoga, your mind goes through the detoxification process.
Absolutely.
Okay? Because at that moment, you will go through the intense contemplation mode as well. Contemplation will get initiated in you because with the contemplation, the understanding will start coming to you and you start releasing your past that you were holding so honestly within you. But then you start realizing the importance of your own life. You start respecting your own life, who you are, however you are.
Yes.
Then you feel that there is no point delving in the past. You make peace with the past. As soon as you make the peace with the past, the mind that was glued to the past and draining your life force energy, immediately the leakage stops.
Okay.
Okay?
You're no more living in the past, no
You're
more
not
stuck
more.
in the patterns.
I will give you example. Let's take a bucket.
Ji.
Okay? And bucket had 10 different holes. And you're putting the water and wondering, why am I not filling up the bucket? Whereas if you see, the bucket is leaking the water from all these holes. So the wisdom is to plug the holes.
Yes.
That's the wisdom. Right?
That's what Kriya Yoga does to you.
Kriya Yoga is going to stop your leakage points. Your mind is weaker because mind is losing so much energy either in the past or in the panic and anxiety and fear of the future.
Ji. Absolutely.
So by Kriya Yoga, when you get into the contemplation with under the guidance of the master, you're going to release the past. That means you are not shedding, you're not ready to spend your precious life force energy for something you cannot fix. So you remove your conscious level from the past instance, and that becomes neutral. Immediately the plug gets resolved, and now you start conserving your energy. As soon as you plug all the leakage points, you start conserving. A mind without the leakage point is an enlightened soul.
Guruji, I believe one of the biggest reasons that people get into meditation or any kind of yoga is because they want to let go of suffering, as you yourself said, or there is something inside them that is not aligned with the right energy. Yes. One is that reason. Another reason would be people want growth. People want expansion. And I'm not just talking about spiritual expansion, I'm talking about material expansion as well. So let's just say one gets into Kriya Yoga. How would Kriya Yoga materially benefit you? Or if it will materially benefit you at all?
First, let's understand when we speak about Kriya Yoga, people want to address few things in life which are bothering them, right? Or let's say people want to heal themselves, heal from the past. Let's first understand what is healing. You know, you say, somebody says, I want to release my negative energy, I want to detoxify myself, and I want to be a positive person. That approach is a delusional approach. Because whenever you are saying that I want to release the negative energy, I want to be a positive person, you are subconsciously choosing to stay in duality, like a pendulum. Yeah. So nature is going to keep you in that awareness.
That swing mode only.
The real healing is that you achieve your neutral state.
Equanimity that they talk
about. Equanimous mind.
Yes.
Nirmal man, nischal man. Clean mind, stable mind, unmoving mind. When you reach that, you are peaceful within, that means you are healed. Okay? People talk about negativity. I want to release that. You can't release the memory of the past. There is no delete button that you can erase the past memory, but you can erase the painful emotions and memories stuck to that incident. Okay? Once you achieve that neutrality with that, you become peaceful. Which means there is no need to go out again. I'm happy, contentful. That means it's a sign of peace, which is a sign of abundance, which means I have within me. That stops my search looking for outwards. Whenever I am looking something outside, it just shows subconsciously that I don't have it. If I'm looking for material success outside, that means a poverty consciousness is sitting within me. So the more I focus outside, the more desperate I become from inside.
Absolutely.
The more desperate I become from inside, the more weaker and helpless I feel. The more weaker and helpless I feel, the more desperate efforts I make.
Yes.
If I realize my neutral state and be peaceful, that energy automatically is going to expand, and that is an abundant energy. It's going to attract abundance. Your whole aura is going to attract that abundance, and materials will start coming in your life. You will start materializing effortlessly. That's what your Creator wants you to do. That find me within you, and I shall be your servant. Even the Sudama was served by Krishna because he trusted, he surrendered to the Krishna's Leela, the play of consciousness. If you think that you are the doer, then you stay in the misery hole. If you trust that there is a higher force that has planned for you and surrender to yourself, then your wish becomes nature's command, provided you are flowing with the nature. You're not resisting. You are in acceptance and in non-resistance. It's not a rocket science. But if you try to understand spirituality by using the calculations, you won't find it. One reason India is a land of Devi and Devas, the land of gods and siddhas, because we look within us.
Absolutely. We try to find who we are.
Yes, we look our power within us. We don't go out and conquer people to show them we are powerful. That's actually poverty consciousness. That actually shows weakness. That actually tells that you are scared.
Voice of the ego.
Sanatan Bharatiya, through Sabhyata of thousands and thousands of years old, our DNA is very ancient.
It is.
So that's how time to time India keeps on producing the siddhas. No matter how many books you can burn, my book is alive inside me. It downloads, I can write as many books as I want. I don't depend on one book. I write my own book.
Creating my own destiny. Guruji, let's just understand the connection of Kriya Yoga with the enlightened masters, with the enlightened souls itself. When I talk about Mahavtar Babaji or Lahiri Mahashya, what was Kriya Yoga's role in their lives to make them reach to that level?
If you get into the history of Mahavtar Babaji, he was born in South India, in Tamil Nadu. Okay? He was kidnapped when he was a small child. He was kidnapped and he was taken and then sold in the market in the West Bengal.
Really?
Yes. A very kind-hearted soul found little son and he said, okay, you come with me.
How old was he at that time?
I think 7-year-old boy. It's written in autobiography of a yogi. Everyone, please read that.
Yes.
Okay. So then, so he started following certain saints, Babaji. And then he met Agastya Rishi Mahamuni, who then initiated into Kriya. So Babaji followed then the Kriya Yog and became deathless yogi. So when we practice Kriya Yog in 100% honesty, the yogi learns how to materialize and dematerialize the body. Okay. Matter is what? The carbonization. When you have decarbonized your body, what's left? The energy, the light, the oxygen, the life force. So the awareness manifests itself so you can perceive in the form of matter, and then they disintegrate themselves and stay as awareness. So Babaji is always around. In that autobiography, Babaji says, anyone who calls my name from the heart, Babaji, I listen. We do not know how to call from the heart. We call from the mind because we want to see it. No. The prayer from the heart has power to heal and manifest. Lahiri Babaji, he was a normal householder with the 5 children, government employee. But when the time came, he was called to Ranikhet, where he met Babaji and recognized Babaji from the past lives. Right? But he had some prarabdhas, so he had to come back. And when Babaji, when you go towards Almora, Babaji's Ranikhet side, that's where Babaji, when he touched the forehead of Lahiri Mahashya, he created a golden castle, mahal. Because Babaji said, this was your unfulfilled wish from the past. So me being your master, I have to make sure that you don't have desire left from the past.
Right.
So empty out. And then he got the enlightenment. So Babaji materialized the whole, where Lahiri Babaji stayed a couple of days and then vanished, and Lahiri Baba still sitting in the cave. That's where they started. And this is how Lahiri Baba came back and honestly started practicing Kriya Yog. Lahiri Baba's wife did not believe in all this. And he said, all the day you keep on meditating and you don't look after, there is no rice, there is no dal, there is no money here. And Lahiri Baba said, don't worry, somebody will come and give some. So few days later, a student comes and says, Babaji, I'm giving all my money because I am done and I have enough, so this is for you. Okay? And one day, when Lahiri Baba's wife, she opened the eyes in the night when she was sleeping, and she saw Babaji, Lahiri Baba, in the lotus position, levitating in the room. That's when she realized, my God is not a normal human being. He's my husband, but he's not my husband. He's an enlightened soul. That's when she started following Lahiri Baba. Yogananda ji learned the same techniques and he left the body at will.
Yes.
And his whole body stayed 1 month, did not smell or rotten because it was that pure and decarbonized.
Wow.
So Kriya Yog is beneficial. But if we start getting into Kriya Yog in order to attain something less than the divine, I suggest you stay where you are. Kriya Yog is very pure. You look for the highest one, and these toys of material wealth and the health, it's part of that higher journey. But if you look for the lower dimensions, you are not going to go there because you're already attached to the outcome. I want that. There's expectation.
Definitely.
Okay. Universe doesn't work like that. Universe work with honesty.
So one cannot think of having a material desire and then go into Kriya Yoga thinking that it would fulfill that desire.
It will fulfill. Let us say somebody wants, then it is not a sadhana, it's not a nishkam sadhana. It is a sakaam sadhana.
Yeah.
Sakaam means with the outcome attached to the efforts you are putting in. Say, I'm going to do 2 years of that and I want to manifest a husband in my life or a job in my life. I want to get married and all. I want to create this much wealth. Let us say you get that after 2 years. Then 6 months later, you can't tell anyone that I have been Kriya Yogi for almost 3 years. No, that credit becomes zero the day you manifest.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's over because you wanted something and it gave you.
It's a give and take. I will give you 2 years currency, you give me that. So divine says, okay, now it's zero. So you start from zero again.
Okay. You cannot call yourself a true Kriya Yogi then.
Because you are looking to fulfill these meek needs. The purpose is to unite with the infinite. We go into paravastha. Paravastha, that state of mind beyond your existence. para avastha, the other side of your existence. That's what Kriya Yoga is about. It's there for the true seekers, and it is proven scientifically. Actually, Yogananda ji did not have to write about this practice, about decarbonization and materialization. And it's because the Western world, they are very logical. Tell me how much I do. Tell me why should I do. Tell me this and that. So he wrote, okay, do it for 12 times. Okay. And it is helpful because your body will decarbonize and you will develop clairvoyance and you will be able to see things and all that. So people see, oh, wow, this is what is there for me. So I will follow that. So there's a carrot. But in Bharat, we say Shuddha Bhav, the pure intention along with the honest and pure emotion with your effort is going to take you there. When my Guruji says you do it, then I do it. I will not ask Guruji how many times. There is a simple practice which my Guruji said, you call it as a Anulom Vilom or a Nadi Shodhanam. He asked me, okay, go in the jungle and practice that. I came back half an hour later. He said, what are you doing here? I said, Guruji, I practice. He said, no, till I ask you, you don't come back.
Okay.
He made me practice that for 6 hours a day. Just one. Nadi Shodhanam. You do it for 6 months and do it for 1 week. Second day, you are going to run away. Guruji, when am I going to learn the whole Kriya? You're not moving, but that's not the purpose. If you master one practice 100%, the other practices come to you complementarily.
Okay.
Because here the nature wants to see the purity in your effort.
And it just sees your intention, as you said, that whether you're approaching the divine.
And it increases your tratak. The ability to stay in one thought magnifies a lot. Problem is, in the present times and normal human beings, the ability to retain one thought is very, very small. Sadhana is about increasing the retention of your thought. If you can hold your thought long enough, obviously it's going to get manifested. So Kriya Yoga, when we go into the Paravastha with the Shambhavi, we are doing continuous tratak and the gaze to the divine. It has to manifest because it's a niyati, it's a destiny.
Wonderful.
So, under the guidance of the Babaji, I'm suggesting everyone, please, if you want to experience and make sense of your life, don't learn Kriya Yoga from YouTube Mataji and Google Babaji. Find a live master, bow down to his feet, Charan Kamal, with the bhava and emotions, with the sense that, oh my master, you have seen the other side. Please bless me with your grace and help me to come out of this bhavasagar. Give me the strength to surrender, strength to forgive my enemies and myself. Give me the strength to walk the path you show. I bow down to you. And with this bhav, let your master take care of that.
So Guruji, does that mean Yogananda also surrendered in the same way?
Leela and a play of the master. Till Yogananda was Mukunda. His name was Mukunda. He was always trying to run away from the studies. I don't want to go to college. I just want to be in the ashram, Guruji. I just want to meditate. And the Yogananda, Mukunda's father and a brother, he was always trying to convince Mukunda, please go to college and complete your degree. Mukunda said, that's not for me. I want to be renunciate. I want to meditate. So one day, and Sri Yukteswarji kept watching this. When Mukunda tried every formula and couldn't get through, one day he came to Yukteswar Giriji's. For the viewers, chapter 12, page 1, My Days in My Master's Hermitage. मेरे अपने गुरु के आश्रम में वो दिन. Chapter 12, पढ़ना. पहला ही पेज पढ़ना. Read the first page. I will elaborate that. In that, Mukunda goes in. Now imagine, remember this book was written by Yogananda Paramhansa about Mukunda. है ना? Mukunda wasn't enlightened at the time. So Yogananda chose the words carefully. So Mukunda enters. Gurudev, I am here to follow you. He did not say, I am here to be with you, or I am here to serve you, or I am here to be in the ashram, or I am here to meditate. He said, Gurudev, I am here to follow you. Means, whatever you say, it's my command. You tell me jump, I must say how high. Okay. Sri Yukteswarji then replied, very well, now I take control of your life. You see the surrender of the student. I am here to follow you. Immediately Guru recognized, now he surrendered, he is ready. Then he said, in that case, I hold responsibility of your life, which means I also take responsibility of your past karmas. Now, I am responsible to burn your past karmas.
Wow.
This was done by Mukunda, but written by Yogananda.
The enlightened one.
The enlightened one, after many years. And then Sri Yukteswarji said, in that case, I want you to go and complete your college.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Mukunda said, okay, I'm here to follow you.
I've surrendered.
I've surrendered.
And now you're asking me to go back.
Yeah. Okay. Now, if you have given my life, let me take control of your life. Go back to the college. See, the real master will not encourage your spiritual bypassing.
Very important, Guruji.
They will make sure that you complete what you came here for. So and then, even Mukunda was very clever. He was not a normal, say, okay, Guruji, Hanji Babaji.
What did he say?
He said, yes, Guruji, I will go, but on one condition.
And the condition was?
He said, that you will make me meet the God. See, you're allowed to ask question. This is a beautiful relationship, an example of a guru and a shishya. That if I'm here to surrender, you're going to take care of my life, which means past and the future, right? And if you want me to do something, I will do it, Guruji. I have one condition. You're going to make me meet the God.
And did he?
Sri Yukteswarji said, very well, it shall be. But completing your degree is important because in the very next future, you will be going to the West and people there will respect a yogi with a degree. They will listen to you. So this is just a first page. So the chapter goes on like that. Surrender Gurudware Pauni Charni Laya Tad Dasam Dwar Dikhaya. That You bow down with emotion to the lotus feet of the Master, and then he's going to open the key of the 10th door.
And he will make you meet the God.
You will realize your true potential.
Wow.
Surrender. If you cannot, the small seed, Rangoli ji, it holds the knowledge of the whole tree. But the tree, the seed, if you open, there is nothing. It's just the intention. The seed has to surrender to Mother Earth completely. And let the nature manifest that intention into the beautiful tree. Without Atma Samarpan, there is no growth to the divinity. There is only growth to the Adhogati, not Urdhogati. Atma Samarpan, surrender of the soul. No I-ness, no ego. Just be like a dead in front of your Master.
Just be a seed, surrender to Mother Earth.
Let it, or you only have to do is keep meditating, keep pouring the water and pray to the God, to the Mother Earth to please awaken this seed.
Wonderful.
And when the time is right, the seed will grow. Seed is not going to grow overnight.
It has its own time.
You have to have the patience and a trust that when the time is ready, you are going to grow. People tend to be very impatient in sadhana. You cannot water the seed and next day you see, is it grown or not? Is it germinated or not? You're going to make it dead.
Right. They want quick results.
Yeah. So you keep watering, you keep meditating. Nature knows what is the best season and time for you.
To flourish, to bloom.
To bloom, to flourish.
Absolutely.
To create the magic out of your existence. When Raja Janak said to his Guruji, Ashtavakra, Ashtavakra ji asked, what is my dakshina? Raja Janak said, Guruji, you tell me what you want. Ashtavakra said, what can you give me, Rajan? What can you give to your master? You have no idea how much wealth he is holding, yet you are counting your wealth of the material world. Ashtavakra asked and Raja Janak said, Guruji, I give you myself. At that moment he was coming down from the horse and he froze. Because when you said, I have given myself to you, then you can't even get down the horse with your will because you don't exist anymore. When you have surrendered to your Guru, the only word must come out when Guruji says, you must say, Hanji Babaji, yes Guruji. I was going to do Kriya Yog in Delhi in April. My Guruji called 1:30 last week.
In the night?
Yeah. Come to me at the end of April. What did I do?
Okay, Guruji. Surrender.
Hanji Guruji, cancel that. I have to be, when Guruji calls me, there is a reason. He doesn't call me every day. He wants me to be there. The world can wait. My Guruji has called me. When Guruji calls you, that too 1:30, that means all the tapa he has done. And you are staying in his thought.
Yes.
And he took the time to call you.
What a blessing.
All the energy has been focused
on you.
Dhyan moolam guror murtihi puja moolam guruh padam. Mantra moolam guror vakyam moksha moolam guruh kripa. You want liberation? Find a master, die in his feet.
And you will be liberated?
Yeah, death of ego. Death of ego I'm talking about. Surrender. And nature will honor you.
One of the most divine discussions I've had so far, I must say. Yes. Guruji, just to end this podcast now, on a very short note, I'm asking this. Are there any dangers associated with Kriya Yoga also? Because I hear so many people saying that it's not meant to be a public practice. So just to understand that better.
Like I explained a little bit earlier, if you are practicing on your own without the master, because master knows how much capacity you have, right? So he will make sure that you are grounded and acting as per your abilities and capabilities. Practicing without getting initiated might unlock certain energy vortexes. You don't know how to ground. People can harm themselves. Remember, every body organ, like your heart and the lungs and kidneys and the liver and the gallbladder, intestine and all that, it has different sound or energy frequencies. While the Kundalini is awakening, it's going to touch different energy fields. And if you don't know how to handle them, it can impact in the opposite way. People can harm people have harmed themselves because the pranas get stuck there. They don't know how to release it. I had one practice that I did on my own, and my pranas were stuck in my spondylitis. And one day I discussed with Babaji. And then in the caves in the Himalayas, one day, in the night, so in that my Turyavastha, something happened. Somebody held my gardan and they crack, my hair, crack. Immediately the pranas released. But I got stuck there for 3 years. The pranas were stuck 3 years. So I was blessed by Babaji and my masters. I don't want people to practice that. Please ask questions if you are not clear. Because it's like holding the gun which is loaded. And you do not know what to do. Just for entertainment, you start shooting people and ending up in jail or being shot down by cops.
I'm sure, Guruji, this will be a very eye-opening podcast for everybody who wants to understand the depth of Kriya Yoga. And all thanks to you that you took us on this beautiful journey today, on this mystical journey to explore the depths of Kriya Yoga. So I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for your presence.
Om Kriya Babaji Namah. Om Kriya Babaji Namah. Om Kriya Babaji Namah.
Thank you, Guruji.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
So you tell me in the comment section, how much did you enjoy today's podcast? I'm sure by the end of this podcast, you are not the same person as you were when you started it, because we explored the depths of Kriya Yoga today. No matter from which part of the world you're watching this podcast, if you think Kriya Yoga calls you, if you follow the ideals, the values of Mahavtar Babaji, if Yogananda calls you, I'm sure this podcast would transform you, and I wish for all of you that if you have that patrata and if Kriya Yoga calls you, may you find the right guru, as Guruji said. Do let me know in the comments what more discussions should we have in the coming podcast with Guruji. What more would you like to hear from him? Because I want to hear a lot. I'll keep bringing you such enlightening discussions on Speaking Tree. This is your host Rangoli Sharma. I'll see you in another podcast. Namaste.